Call the meeting of the Brockton City Council to order for December 13th, 2021. Would you rise and salute the flag, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk, item number 1.
Acceptance of the minutes of the November 22, 2021 special meeting.
Accepted and filed.
Acceptance of the minutes of the November 22, 2021 City Council meeting.
Accepted and filed.
President,
Councilor Lally.
I'd like to move that we take item number 3 under suspension of the rules and act on it tonight.
Second.
Been a motion made and seconded to take item number 3 under suspension of the rules and act on it tonight. All those in favor? All those opposed? It is a vote. Mr. Clerk.
Promotion of firefighter Andrew P. Wysocki to the rank of lieutenant in the Brockton Fire Department.
Question comes on confirmation by a roll call vote. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Azak? Yes. Cardozo?
Yes.
Ianieri?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Nicastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
Mr. President,
Councilor Lally.
I'd like to motion for reconsideration in the hopes it does not prevail.
Second.
Right, there's been a motion made for reconsideration in the hope it does not prevail. All those in favor? All those opposed? Don't mind me tonight. I'm opposed. Lieutenant, are you here?
Sure is.
Lieutenant, congratulations. You studied hard. It's not easy to manage your time, have a family, study hard, and I know that you will make your family, especially your mom and dad and others, very proud, and we wish you nothing but good health in your career. We'll be in brief recess.
All right, there we go.
We're back from recess. Clerk, next item.
Report of the Ordinance Committee for its meeting of November 23, 2021.
Accepted and filed.
Report of the Finance Committee for its meeting of November 29, 2021.
Accepted and filed.
Report of the Ordinance Committee for its meeting of December 1, 2021.
Accepted and filed.
Report of the Finance Committee for its meeting of December 6, 2021.
Accepted and filed.
The communication from the Fire Chief recommending the promotion of firefighter Andrew P. Wysocki to the rank of Fire Lieutenant in the Brockton Fire Department.
Accepted and filed.
The communication from the Mayor recommending the same.
That is accepted and filed.
The communication from the Mayor informing the City Council that Stephen Bernard is stepping down from the Zoning Board of Appeals effective November 16, 2021.
Accepted and filed.
Communication from the Mayor, in accordance with the general laws of Massachusetts, Chapter 44, recommending that the City Council authorize the total proposed approval of $7,587.96 from the Finance Department purchase of services to Public Consulting Group, Inc., in order to pay for an invoice dated April 28, 2021.
Accepted and filed.
Communication from the CFO relative to the same.
Accepted and filed.
We have a communication from the Police Department Grant Coordinator requesting that the grant award documents be processed to allow the City of Brockton to expend the BJA fiscal year 21, the Kevin and Avante program, reducing injury and death of missing individuals with dementia and developmental disabilities, funding opportunity award number 15 PBJA-21-GG-02963-MAPX in the amount of $150,000. These grant funds will be used to reintroduce the Project Lifesaver program into the Brockton Police Department. Locative bracelets and accessories will be purchased to be distributed to individuals with dementia or developmental disabilities. Corresponding receivers will be purchased for the police station. Project Lifesaver Train the Trainer training will be provided to 8 officers. All sworn staff and cadets can then be trained in the program. And overtime for bi-monthly battery checks will also serve as family check-ins, and resource referral opportunities will be funded.
Accepted and filed.
Communication from the Mayor recommending the same.
That is accepted and filed.
Communication from the CFO relative to the same.
Also accepted and filed.
Communication from the mayor in accordance with the general laws of Massachusetts, Chapter 44, recommending that the City Council authorize the acceptance of a donation for 28.2 acres of vacant land, map C4, lots 12 and 26, off School Street, Pembroke, Mass., owned by Richard M. Clements. The value of this land is $725,000.
Accepted and filed.
Communication from the CFO relative to the same.
Accepted and filed.
We have a petition of James Murphy for a license to solicit and canvass on behalf of CC Technologies, a solar and energy service provider.
Councilor Nicastro, this would ordinarily be referred to public safety. However, given the lateness in the year, would you prefer it go to finance, so we'll hear it next Monday?
I think finance is just fine.
All right, this referred to finance.
Unfinished business. Number 19, ordinance. An ordinance creating a revolving fund pursuant to Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 44, Section 53E and a half. Be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Brockton, pursuant to the Mass General Laws, Chapter 44, Section 53E and a half, that the following language be adopted as a City of Brockton ordinance. The roadway design and construction revolving fund shall be created. Programs or activities for which the roadway design and construction revolving fund may be expended shall be consistent with purposes for road paving, roadway repairs, design and construction of roads in the City of Brockton. Receipts of payments of fines and fees for the engineering, design, construction, and paving of projects in the City of Brockton shall be credited to the roadway design and construction revolving fund. Expenditures from the roadway design and construction revolving fund shall be made on the authority and direction of the Brockton Department of Public Works Commissioner, provided that no more than $1 million may be expended from the roadway design and construction revolving fund during fiscal year 2022. In City Council, September 27th, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Ordinance. That report was favorable.
The question is on passage to a third reading by a hand vote. All those in favor of a third reading? All those opposed? It is a vote.
Number 20, ordinance. An ordinance amending Article 3, Division 2, Section 2-127, Pay Plan. Be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Brockton. Article 3, Section 2-127 is hereby amended as follows. The chart in Section 2-127, Pay Plan, see attached. In City Council, September 27, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Ordinance. Postponed on November 23, 2021 ordinance meeting to December 1st, 2021 ordinance meeting. That report was favorable as amended.
Councilors, we vote first on the amendments that came out of the Ordinance Committee. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the documents that were sent out? All right, if so, then question on the amendments by roll call vote, Mr. Clerk, or hand vote?
Hand vote.
Hand vote. All those in favor of the amendments? All those opposed? That is a vote. Question now is on the ordinance as amended.
No, passage to a third reading.
Oh, I'm sorry, passage to a third reading. My apologies. All those in favor? All those opposed? It is a vote.
Number 21, petition of KG Collective Brockton, LLC, requesting an adult-use retail marijuana license located at 912 Crescent Street, Brockton, Mass. 02302. In City Council, November 22nd, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question comes on adoption by a roll call vote. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Mazak.
Yes.
Cardozo.
Yes.
Ianieri.
Yes.
Farwell.
Yes.
Lally.
Yes.
Mendez.
Yes.
Monahan.
Yes.
Nicastro.
Yes.
Rodriguez.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
The license is granted. Mr. Clerk, before you go to 22, councilors 22 through 27 are appointments or reappointments. After reading by the clerk, is there any consensus that you want to vote on these collectively rather than individually?
So moved.
Second.
All right, there's been a motion made that after reading, we vote on all of these collectively rather than individually. All those in favor? All those opposed? It is a vote. Mr. Clerk.
Reappointment of Brian Madden of 15 Madrid Square, Brockton, to the Brockton Community Access Board for a 3-year term ending in November 2024. In City Council, November 22nd, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable. Reappointment of Julie Castrodeas of North Byron Ave, Brockton, to the Board of Assessors for a 3-year term ending in November 2024. In City Council, November 22nd, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable. Reappointment of John O'Donnell of 30 Rock Meadow Drive, Brockton, to the Board of Assessors for a 3-year term ending in November 2024. In City Council, November 22nd, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable. Appointment of Peggy Curtis of Dixon Road, Brockton, Mass. To the Conservation Commission for a 3-year term ending in November 2024. In City Council, November 22nd, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable. The appointment of Ruby Clay of Summer Street, Brockton, to the Conservation Commission for a 3-year term ending November 2024. In City Council, November 22nd, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable. The appointment of Janet Trask of 121 Longwood Ave, Brockton, Mass. To the Diversity Commission for a 3-year term ending in November 2024. In City Council, November 22nd, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The clerk will now call the roll for items 22 through 27.
Azak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Ianieri?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
DeCastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
The appointments and reappointments are confirmed.
Ordered that the City Council of Brockton hereby authorizes the creation and operation of a municipal light plant, including a telecommunication system as allowed by Mass General Law, Chapter 164, Sections 36 and 47E. In City Council, November 8th, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
Question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Azak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Ianieri?
Yes.
Farwell? Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
DeCastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted.
29, ordered that the City of Brockton does hereby take in fee, in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 79, and/or other applicable law, the following described parcel of land to wit: 99 Warren Ave, parcel ID 053-014. For further reference, see Plymouth County Registry of Deeds Book 55385, page 81, and Book 27411, page 97, and number 0 Highland Street, not numbered, parcel ID 053-015. For further reference, see Plymouth County Registry of Deeds Book 55385, page 81, and Book 27411, page 97. We have considered and estimated the damages sustained by all persons who have not waived damages in their several estates, and hereby determine and award the same as follows: to be paid from the bond amounts previously authorized by the City Council for purchase or taking of property for public safety and general municipal purposes. Property and the owner amount: 99 Warren Avenue and 0 Highland Street. Owner, Easy Caching LLC, $2,447,080. Said taking shall include all trees, soil, and fixtures thereon. In City Council, November 8th, 2021. Read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
Question now is on adoption by Councilor Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mr. President. Before we vote on this item, Mr. President, I'd like to do is offer an amendment to amend the amount of the money that we are spending on the taking from $2.447080 thousands of dollars or million of dollars to $1.9500. Reduce it from 2.4 million to 1.9 million. And the reason why I think it makes sense, where it's in line with what we spend on the taking of 93 Center Street, where it's still being litigated as we speak for less than $2 million, and yet somehow we're paying almost $2.5 million for this piece of property. And in having a conversation with the solicitor the other day, she said that we could actually offer to reduce the amount, and that's what I'm doing here today, reducing it from 2.4 to 1.9 million.
1.90?
1.95.
$1,950,000.
All right, there's been a motion made
Second.
and seconded. Is there any discussion?
motion?
Councilor Monahan.
Do we know you did talk to the solicitor, so what would happen if we reduce that to this agreement?
Through the chair.
Councilor Rodriguez.
Absolutely nothing. We actually owe it to the city and the taxpayers to basically make whatever approach that we feel is deemed necessary and let them go back and basically present this. I mean, I know that there's a fear factor behind the public safety complex, but that project is 2-3 years away anyways, and I think we do have plenty of time to go back and forth if we have to talk about this. And I think, honestly, after the discussion that we had here the other day, it's more than reasonable to expect a reduction in a property that's basically condemned in this city, and it makes absolutely no sense that, you know, if we took 93 Center Street, which is a much larger building within the same circumference of the downtown area, it makes very little sense that we're spending almost $2.5 million for a piece of property that's actually condemned. And I feel very comfortable in terms of offering this in hopes that it gets renegotiated, saving the taxpayers some money.
Councilors, regrettably, we don't have the solicitor here. If I had known we would have an amendment, I would have asked her to come in.
Well, Mr. President, she knows it's coming.
Well,
What?
all right, so there's been a motion made and seconded to amend the amount. Those in favor of the amendment, raise your hand. Those opposed? 2 opposed? And 8 in favor, is that correct? You want to do a roll call vote?
That's up to you.
Take a roll call vote.
Roll call vote.
On the amendment, Azak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
No.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
Yes.
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
No.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
That's 8 in the affirmative, 2 in opposition.
All right, so now we vote on the original order, which will read 1.9500 million. Everyone clear on that? All right, by roll call vote.
Azak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
No.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
Yes.
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
No.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
That's 8 in the affirmative, 2 in opposition.
All right, the order as amended is adopted. Item number 30.
Item 30, ordered that the following named sum be, and the same is hereby appropriated as the same was submitted by the mayor as follows. Appropriation of $3,591,312.63. From the Stabilization Fund, $2,289,781.86. To Police Fiscal Year 20 Personal Services Other Than Overtime Retroactive Payment, $265,904.67. Police Fiscal Year 20 Overtime Retroactive Payment, $28,585.09. Police Fiscal Year 21 Personal Services Other Than Overtime Retroactive Payment, $609,572.43. Police Fiscal Year 21 Overtime Retroactive Payment, $21,845.51. Police Fiscal Year 22 Personal Services Other Than Overtime, $1,333,359.52. Police Fiscal Year 22 Overtime, $30,514.62. And from the Opera Fund, $1,301,530.79. To the Police Fiscal Year 20 Personal Services Other Than Overtime Retroactive Payment, $16,212.80. To Police Fiscal Year 21 Personal Services Other Than Overtime Retroactive Payment, $215,104.48. To the Police Fiscal Year 22 Personal Services Other Than Overtime, $641,213.51. Police COVID Bonus, $429,000. For purposes of funding the Brockton Police Patrolmen's Association contract, This appropriation provides funding for 3 years, July 1st, 2019 through June 30, 2022, of a 3-year contract. In City Council, November 22nd, 2021, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
Question comes on adoption by a roll call vote. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Azak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Ianieri?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Nacastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
The order
Mr.
is
President,
adopted.
I move for
Counselor Azak.
reconsideration in hopes it does not prevail.
Second.
There's been a motion made and seconded for reconsideration in the hope it does not prevail. Those in favor of reconsideration, those opposed. Reconsideration fails.
Item 31.
Just a minute, Mr.
Yep.
Clerk. We're going to be in a brief recess for a minute. Next one up, please.
Item 31, ordered that the Brockton City Council adopts new precinct lines based upon the official United States 2020 Census block level data. These boundaries will take effect on December 31st, 2021. Attached maps and legal boundary descriptions as prepared by the Massachusetts Secretary of State's office. In City Council, November 22, 2021, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable. And just a point of information before you vote, I made one error last week, and I had a constituent pointed out there is one block of land that did change wards. Between Ford Street and West Ashland Street, from Cherry Street to Main Street, is moving from Ward 7 to Ward 2. I do apologize for that, but I missed that. It's a pretty small block, but which is unusual that that's all there is. But I did miss that. I want to thank Mr. Horesco for pointing it out to me after the meeting. Now you can take your vote.
Question is on adoption by a roll call vote.
Azak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Ianieri?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Nacastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted.
Councilors, I would ask that somebody make a motion for reconsideration on this, as this needs to get into the
Mr.
Secretary of
President, I
State's
make a
office.
motion for reconsideration in hopes it does not prevail.
All right, motion for reconsideration by Councilor Azak, seconded by Councilor Lally. All those in favor of reconsideration, all those opposed. Reconsideration fails.
And I also was remiss last week. I want to thank Jeffrey Keenan from the DPW, who did all the work on the maps and the boundary descriptions. It was very confusing work, and he did a yeoman's work on this. This went on quite a bit. We were back and forth with the Secretary of State's office, and I just want to thank him and Mr. Hill for letting him do that work for us. Item 32, ordered that the common necessity and convenience of the inhabitants of the city of Brockton require the laying out and acceptance of Sheridan Street, extending from the end of the 1944 layout northerly, a distance of about 1,355 feet, more or less, to Kathleen Road, and for that purpose it is necessary to take an easement for highway purposes and lay out as a public street or way of said city of Brockton. In City Council, July 27, 2021, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance and Planning. That postponed at the November 15th, 2021 Finance meeting to November 29, 2021 Finance meeting. Postponed at November 29, 2021 Finance meeting to December 6, 2021 Finance meeting. That report was favorable.
Councilor Thompson, are we ready to go forward on this one?
Yes, let's move forward.
All right, item 32, roll call vote, please.
Azak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Ianieri? Farwell?
Sorry, on the motion, I apologize. There was an amendment that was adopted in the Finance Committee of December 6th. So I just want to make sure that that amendment is what we're voting on today.
Yes, was it on this one or was it on, yes, you're right, I'm sorry, it was on this one. There is an amendment, councilors, that this, the vote would be on the amendment. The amendment was that before sidewalks could be put in, there would be a public,
Or paving.
Public,
or
yeah,
paving, there would be a public
Correct.
hearing.
correct.
All right, so we'll suspend the roll call vote on the order, and we'll adopt the amendment first. All those in favor of the amendment? All those opposed? Now we have the order as amended with respect to sidewalks. would you reconvene the roll call, please?
Azak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Nacastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted.
33, ordered that the common necessity and convenience of the inhabitants of the city of Brockton require the laying out of Roberta Avenue from the end of the 1966 layout, a distance of 502.18 feet, to Harlan Circle, and for that purpose it is necessary to take an easement for highway purposes and lay out as a public street or way of said city of Brockton, said easement passing by or over lands now or formerly of those persons shown on Exhibit A, attached hereto and made a part of this taking. In City Council, September 13th, 2021, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance and Planning. That report was favorable.
Question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Azak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Nacastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted.
Ordered that the common necessity and convenience of the inhabitants of the city of Brockton require the laying out of Harlan Terrace from Roberta Avenue easterly, a distance of 367.38 feet, and for that purpose it is necessary to take an easement for highway purposes and lay out as a public street or way of said city of Brockton, said easement passing by or over lands now or formerly of those persons shown on Exhibit A, attached hereto and made a part of this taking. In City Council, September 13th, 2021, read and referred to the Standing Committee on Finance and Planning. That report was favorable.
Question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Azak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Nacastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
Mr. Clerk, the solar people are here and want a hearing tonight. You want to do that before you get into the orders?
We did not call,
Oh, we
oh, it's
didn't.
not public hearings. It wasn't posted as a,
It's posted as petition. You have the right.
we have the right, that's up to you. You can't have it tonight. It's not a public hearing, it is just a petition.
Councilors, I was informed that the gentlemen who were earlier mentioned on the agenda that want to solicit for a solar company, and which we moved to FinCom, are here, and they would like us to handle that this evening. I don't have a problem with that. If someone wants to make a motion to withdraw that referral to FinCom, we could go forward and have them heard this evening, if that's what you wish.
It didn't get referred to FinCom. I didn't even,
Yeah, it was earlier.
Yeah, it was earlier.
I turned to Councilor Nacastro and said, do you want
Oh, okay.
FinCom or Public Safety?
I said
So,
FinCom.
it's up to you. You can move to not refer it to FinCom and handle it tonight, if that's what you wish.
Actually, to be honest with you, I'd be more comfortable if it went, we didn't, the backup paperwork is not prepared, that was not prepared to be on the,
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So for those councilors that wanted it tonight, we don't have the backup paperwork, so it'll remain in FinCom.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay? All set? All right. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, 35.
ordered that the city council authorizes the total proposed approval of $7,586.96 from Finance Department Purchase of Services to Public Consulting Group, Inc. This will be used to pay an invoice dated April 28th, 2021.
Refer it to Finance. 36.
Ordered that the city council authorizes the acceptance and expenditure of the total grant funds in the amount of $150,000 from the Office of Justice Programs, OJP, 2021 BJA Fiscal Year 21, the Kevin and Avante Program, Reducing Injury and Death of Missing Individuals with Dementia and Developmental Disabilities Grant Award. To the Brockton Police Department, 2021 BJA Fiscal Year 21, the Kevin and Avante Program, Reducing Injury and Death of Missing Individuals with Dementia and Developmental Disabilities Grant Award Fund. These grant funds will be used to reintroduce the Project Lifesaver Program into the Brockton Police Department. Locative bracelets and accessories will be purchased to be distributed to individuals with dementia or developmental disabilities. Corresponding receivers will be purchased for the police station. Project Lifesaver Train the Trainer training will be provided to 8 officers. All sworn staff and cadets can then be trained in the program, and overtime for bi-monthly battery checks, which will also serve as family check-ins and resource referral opportunities, will be funded.
Refer to Finance.
Ordered that the City Council authorizes the acceptance of a donation for 28.2 acres of vacant land, map C4, lots 12 and 26, off School Street, Pembroke, Mass., owned by Richard M. Clements. The value of this land is $725,000.
Refer to Finance. We have a late file, councilors.
We have a motion to take the late file from
I'll
someone.
make a motion to accept the late file.
Second.
Motion made and properly seconded to accept the late file. All in favor? All opposed? It is a vote. Mr. Clerk.
I have a communication from the mayor's office, from Patrick Hill, the interim DPW commissioner. Permission is respectfully requested to accept and authorize the expenditure of a grant awarded to the city of Brockton in the amount of $68,000. This grant is pursuant to the Green Communities Act in support of the Massachusetts Solid Waste Master Plan, to which Mass DEP has awarded the city a Sustainable Material Recovery Program grant under the Recycling Dividends Program, RDP. The RDP program provides payments for municipalities that have implemented specific programs and policies proven to maximize reuse, recycling, and waste production, and incentives to improve their recycling programs. The city is not required to provide any kind of matching funds. Please be advised that this is being sponsored by Councilor Razak. Thank you for your consideration, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact my office.
Refer to Finance.
That's a communication, just accepted and placed on file. Accepted and placed on file.
Accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the mayor relative to the same.
Accepted and filed.
Communication from the CFO relative to the same.
Accepted and filed.
Ordered that the City Council authorizes the acceptance and expenditure of the total grant funds in the amount of $68,000 from Mass Department of Environmental Protection Recycling Dividends Program Grant to the Department of Public Works Recycling Dividends Program Grant Fund. The grant funds will be used to provide payments for municipalities that have implemented specific programs and policies proven to maximize reuse, recycling, and waste production, and incentives to improve their recycling program. There is no required match for this grant.
Refer to Finance. Anything further?
Just a couple of announcements about the future, but if you've got councilors first.
Councilors, any recognitions? If not, I'll let the clerk proceed with his information.
Just a reminder that 2 weeks from tonight will be, I'm sure it'll be a light agenda, but it will be the last meeting for several city councilors. We'll also be caucusing to the existing councilors and the new councilors to elect the new council president and to pick seats for the next term. And then just a reminder, I think hopefully you all received a letter, but January 3rd at 10 o'clock in this chamber is the inauguration and organization of city government. The mayor will be sworn in and speak, and all of you, other than those that are leaving, unfortunately, will be sworn in. So, followed by a luncheon at City Hall that the public is invited to. Tickets are $32 each for the luncheon and are available at the city clerk's office. If you have any questions about inauguration, just grab me and let me know. Thank you.
No further business?